Hello, everyone. I'm back. We just finished with game night, and the people in the chat were telling me that there's breaking news going on. So I'm going to figure out what's happening, and let's find out from CNN. Am I live? I think I am.
Been shot. This appears to have taken place near the highway, Interstate 75 in Laurel County, Kentucky. This is right near London. That's according to the Laurel County Sheriff's Office. They wrote that the I-75 for now is close at mile marker exit 49, 9 miles north of London due to an active shooter situation.
Okay.
This is what the Sheriff's Office said in a post on Facebook just a little while ago. They also wrote that numerous persons have been shot near I-75. We also just have a post on X from Governor Andy Beshear. He wrote, Kentucky, we are aware of a shooting on I-75 in Laurel County. Law enforcement has shut the interstate down in both directions at exit 49. Please avoid the area. We will provide more details once they are available. We are trying to gather as much information as we can now, Jessica, but for now, it does seem like the situation is still active, the scene still ongoing, and unfortunately, it does appear like several people have been shot. It's not clear to us just yet what condition they may be in, if anybody is in custody by law enforcement, but this does appear to be a fluid and still moving situation. Jessica.
And again, just to underscore our breaking news that we're following right now, that several people have been shot near or around I-75 near London, Kentucky. That's in southern Kentucky. We know that that section of the interstate has been closed, and as Gloria was just reporting, Governor Andy Beshear has also confirmed that the interstate is closed, that they are trying to get law enforcement there and get to the bottom of this. Do we still have Gloria with us?
Yes, I'm here, Jessica. This is. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say this is a small city, a small town. It's about 2.5 hours southeast of Louisville, Kentucky, just to give you a sense of where it is. Population about 8,000 people, so not a very big place, and it appears to be happening along the highway. We have no indication just yet of what we're talking about. We don't know where this shooter is or where people were shot at from. But for now, the only thing we can confirm is that there are people who appear to have been injured.
Okay, next. I'm finding out about this as you guys are because I have no idea what's happening. Let's see. Let me get to the page that I'm showing. Kentucky police identify subject of manhunt after numerous people shot on highway. The mayor said that 7 people have been injured in the shooting, with some of the victims shot and others hurt in an accident on the highway. Oh no, this is the Georgia one. We don't need that video. I'm going to read. Police are searching the woods near Interstate 75 just north of London, Kentucky, after numerous persons were shot on the highway around 6 p.m. near exit 49, officials confirmed Saturday evening. Joseph A. Couch, age 32, a person of interest in the shooting, is considered armed and dangerous, police said. If you have any information regarding the whereabouts or location on this individual, please contact the London Laurel County 911 center by calling 911 or 606-878-7000, the London Police Department said. The department warned that Couch shouldn't be approached. He is described as a white man about 5 foot 10 inches tall, weighing about 154 pounds. Here's a picture of this Joseph Couch guy that they're looking for. London Mayor Randall Weddle, in an update, said that he had been told that 7 people were injured in the shooting, but not all of them were shot. Some of them were due to an accident, he said, adding that no deaths have been reported. Laurel County Sheriff's Office said The highway was closed near the exit, which is 9 miles north of London. Police had originally responded to reports that a suspect was shooting at drivers from an overpass or a wooded area. Multiple media accounts had said that. London, around 80 miles south of Lexington, Kentucky, has a population of about 7,600 people. Police officers will be escorting ambulances in and out of the area to take shooting victims to the hospital. Fox 56 reported, adding that a police helicopter is available. Kentucky Governor Andy Bashar told people to avoid the area. Kentucky, we are aware of a shooting on I-75 in Laurel County, Bashir said. Law enforcement has shut down the interstate in both directions at exit 49. Please avoid the area. We will provide more details once they are available. The governor said he was receiving updates from the Kentucky State Police and the Kentucky Office of Homeland Security. Together, we are actively monitoring the situation, offering support in any way. Please pray for everyone involved, he wrote. The highway was closed between exits 41 and 59, citing the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet. Weddle added that all first responders at the scene are safe, and both Governor Bashar's office and the White House has reached out to offer support.
Hello, London. This is Mayor Weddle. Many of you are aware that we currently have a situation just north of town at the exit 49. I would like to say at this time that all of our first responders are safe. I've been in communication with all the ones that I possibly can at this time. They're giving me regular updates. The suspect or suspects have not been apprehended at this time, but they are searching for them. Currently, we do have command posts set up at the 909 and US 25. And I want to first thank all of our first responders, law enforcement, rescue squad, the Laurel County Sheriff's Department, the state police, the FBI, everybody that's assisting in this, Governor Bashir's office who has reached out, as well as the White House. We thank everybody for their prayers, their support, and throughout the community, thank you as well. And just keep our first responders in your prayers. But I wanted to give everybody just a little update. Again, the subject or subjects have not been apprehended, but they are searching for them. Where they are currently, that is some rugged terrain and a lot of tree lines. If you guys know northern part of Laurel County, it's just is what it is. But I'm confident they will apprehend them. We are asking everybody in the city of limits to be vigilant and know what your surroundings. If you're home, keep your doors locked. I'm not asking anybody to panic. There is no immediate danger here in the city. But again, while these guys or this person is on the loose, we are asking everybody to be safe. If you're out and about, just be vigilant. We want to try to keep everybody in this community safe. And we do have the Manchester PD. They have came over to assist us. We want to thank the mayor and the PD there and the chief of police for sending those units to us, and all the other surrounding counties and city police departments that has called and sent units or offered to help in some way. This goes back to showing you what a great state that we live in, what a great community that we live in, and all the residents that's asked, what can we do? Your city council members, thank you for texting and getting updates and checking on our men that is currently out of searching for this individual or individuals currently. They were 7, I'm being told 7 people that was injured. Not all of them was gunshots. Some of them was due to an accident. There is no deceased at this time. No one was killed from this, thankfully. But we ask that you continue to pray. Watch my Facebook, watch the city Facebook. We'll update you as the night progresses. I told our men that I won't go home until they do. So I'm going to be at City Hall and in town helping out wherever I can. We just ask that you continue to pray that all of our men, all the state police, the FBI, the sheriff's department who's leading this investigation, everybody to be safe. Pray for their safety. Pray they all come home tonight. The EMS, all the first responders, dispatch did a tremendous job here so far tonight as well. We just thank everybody that's been involved. Pray for our community. Pray for those that's been affected. And again, watch our Facebooks. Watch for updates as we get them. But we are asking you to be vigilant. If you are out and about, be vigilant. If you don't need to be out tonight, I'm asking you just to go home, secure yourselves there, watch the TV, but there's no real reason. If you don't have no real reason to be out, don't be out tonight. Again, London, we thank you. We appreciate all the support. Keep our first responders in this community in your prayer. Thank you.
All right. That is some rugged terrain and a lot of tree line, the mayor added, of the search for the suspect. He said that the residents should be vigilant while police search for Couch. I'm not asking for anybody to panic. There's no immediate danger here in the city, but again, we are asking everyone to be safe. So you can see on the map here whereabouts in Kentucky we are. I have a friend who I wish was in the chat right now, so I knew she was safe, that lives kind of close to this area. You may have seen her around Sparky, Spruski lady. Of the response from the agencies and the surrounding communities, he said, this goes back to showing you what a great, great state we live in, what a great community we live in, and all the residents asked, what can we do? Let's see what's happening over on this channel. And then I'll go to Twitter because that's usually where I get my breaking news from, is Twitter.
A shooting near the I-75 in Kentucky. I'd like to put up this tweet here from the governor of Kentucky, Andy Beshear, is saying this: Kentucky, we are aware of a shooting on I-75 in Laurel County. Law enforcement has shut the interstate down in both directions at exit 49. Please avoid the area. We will provide more details once they are available. So a little bit more context as to this, a developing story that we are monitoring here at Live Now from Fox. The shooting being investigated in Kentucky near I-75. The Laurel County Sheriff's Office first put out an alert around 6:45 p.m. local time to avoid I-75 in a particular area in London, Kentucky, due to an active shooter situation. The office said in a post on Facebook that, quote, numerous persons had been shot, but didn't elaborate. The mayor of London, Randall Weddle, also posted on his official Facebook page to avoid the area until further notice. Governor Andy Beshear, as I had mentioned, saying his office was aware of a shooting on I-75 and said law enforcement had shut down the interstate in both directions. Again, this is a developing story, and still we are working to get more information. Another tweet here from the governor saying, I am receiving initial reports from the Kentucky State Police and our Office of Homeland Security. Together, we are actively monitoring the situation and offering support in any way possible. Please pray for everyone involved. It's just one of those breaking news situations that we are going to monitor throughout this evening. We don't have too many details on exactly how many people were shot, if anybody was critically injured, or if anyone has died. We are working to get all of that. Again, we are monitoring the Facebook pages and also the social media pages of all of these local law enforcement agencies and local officials that are monitoring this situation. We're going to step away for a quick commercial break. We continue.
There's a lot of wooded area in wooded trees and forests in that area. He could be hiding in the woods for days. So definitely keep an eye out if you're in the area. I'm not scanning the app to read more. Let's see if there's any updates on Twitter. do a little. By the way, if you're not following me on Twitter, why are you not following me on Twitter? Let's see if we have anything here. I should put on some background music, shouldn't I? Yeah, you can see just how the forest in here. You know, we covered that story about the Olympic bomber who spent 5 years in the woods in the Appalachian Mountains. So they can be there a long time. Currently, numerous law enforcement agencies are responding to an active shooter situation on I-75 near exit 49 in London, Kentucky. Reports indicate numerous people have been shot, though the exact number of who have been shot is unknown at this time. There are also unconfirmed reports of a possible sniper in the woods targeting vehicles. The suspect remains at large, and police scanners suggest there may be multiple suspects, though this is still an ongoing and unconfirmed at this time. Law enforcement has closed the interstate in both directions at exit 49 and is urging everyone to avoid the area. Emergency services are on the scene and a large police presence is expected. This is an ongoing situation and is still developing. You know, they said that some of it may have been due to an accident. I'm wondering if it's a road rage incident gone sideways. What do you guys think? Road rage? Possibly. Did we watch this one already? Let me find the next story. Hey, Woofy. There's no volume on this, apparently. Just a slideshow.
We're breaking into your usual programming with some breaking news. We're following an active shooter situation in Laurel County. The sheriff's office confirms several people were shot. We don't know exactly how many. We also don't know if anyone has died. Trooper Scotty Pennington with KSP Post 11 confirms the suspect has not been caught. We're talking about an area that's south of Lexington. I-75 is shut down at mile marker 49 and US 25. The interstate is shut down for about 8 miles. If you plan to travel south, authorities are urging you to avoid the area. And if you live in that area, authorities are urging you to stay inside. Now, this is a picture of the scene there in Laurel County from the sheriff's office. Several units are responding to the situation. Again, you are being urged to stay inside.
All right, commercial. I am not supporting you, MSNBC. Oh my gosh, I have to hold on. I gotta shut down my ad blocker in order to watch this. Holy cow, I just did that.
We are getting this hour coming out of Kentucky. There are reports of another active shooter situation on Interstate 75 in Laurel County. That is just north of the city of London. Again, that is taking place in Kentucky. The sheriff's office confirming the active shooter situation on Facebook, and they say that numerous people have been shot. That is a quote. Governor Andy Beshear just issuing a statement as well, confirming a portion of Interstate 75 has been shut down in both directions. He confirms that Kentucky State Police and the Kentucky Office of Homeland Security are now involved in offering support to local officials. Also, moments ago, we learned that the ATF is responding to this active shooter situation underway in Laurel County, Kentucky. We're going to keep an eye on developments there and report back to you throughout the course of the hour as we get more information into our newsroom.
It's so sad.
This morning in Georgia, the high school student accused of killing two of his
Manhunt underway for suspect in active shooter situation that shut down I-75 in Kentucky. This doesn't have anything to do. I hate it when they put a video that doesn't have anything to do with the story we're looking at. Thank you all for coming here. I'm glad I was able to cover this breaking news. I'm usually not able to stop what I'm doing and cover breaking news. Hopefully I'm doing a good job. You'll let me know in the chat, I guess. Authorities in Kentucky are searching for a suspect in an active shooter situation that shut down Interstate 75 in eastern Kentucky for about 3 hours, authorities said on social media. The Laurel County Sheriff's Office said numerous people have been shot. According to a Facebook post, the shooter had not been caught. Kentucky State Police spokesperson Scotty Pennington also wrote on the social media site. The Laurel County Sheriff's Office identified 32-year-old Joseph A. Couch as a person of interest in the shooting, according to a post on Facebook. The agency asked anyone with information or whereabouts relating to the suspect to please call the London Laurel County 911 Center. There's an estimated 4 to 6 victims, Pennington said on a phone call with the Courier-Journal, part of the USA Today network. It's unclear of the extent of the injuries. The roadway was shut down near exit 49 and US Route 25, about 9 miles north of London, beginning around 6:30 p.m. According to officials, Laurel County is about 90 miles south of Lexington in eastern Kentucky. It has a population of about 62,000 and includes part of the Daniel Boone National Forest. That's where I'm worried, is that there's so much open forest or uninhabited forest down there that if somebody wants to flee into the woods, it could be a very long time before they're caught. This guy could be out in the woods for years if he knows what he's doing. I'm going to pull up a map of Kentucky just so I can see what we're doing here. Let's find Laurel, Kentucky. I want to see how forested this area is. So here's where the shooting happened, right here. And you can just see the uninhabited woods here. Let's get a closer look. There's just a lot of nothing. So they have all of this shut down still, from what I can tell. And from the reports that I'm getting, like I said, this is breaking news, so we don't know exactly what's going on yet, but it sounds like some of the people who were injured, it was in some sort of car accident or some sort of accident. So I'm thinking that this may have been a road rage incident that it broke out into a shooting, and then the guy just ran into the woods once it was over, from what I can tell. Oh, and KS40FD Gaming brings up a good point. There's a huge cave system in this area too. There's plenty of places to hide. definitely in eastern Kentucky, all over all of Kentucky, not even eastern Kentucky. Let me see if there's any updates to this news. I like to check the Twitter to see, mostly for breaking news. The best place to find breaking news is on Twitter, because it updates so fast. And I mean, I don't have Facebook or anything like that. So numerous law enforcement agencies are responding to an active shooter. I'll post about this as I find out more once I'm done with the live. So if you want to follow me on Twitter, my Twitter account is It's Katie Zed. And that's what it looks like. So It's Katie Zed over there on Twitter. Let's see this guy. His name's Joseph Couch. And it looks like this is a previous record. I wonder what this is from. Joseph Couch, he was arrested in February of this year, on February 8th, and he had a $1,000 bond at that time. 31 years old, 5'10", 154 pounds. Should I see if I could pull up his record? Do you guys want to stick around while I do a little research in the Kentucky database? Let's see what I can find out about this guy. Joseph Couch, you say. Anybody have a birth date on this guy? See what this one is. Public arrest records reveal that London, Kentucky suspect, 32-year-old Joseph A. Couch, who was responsible for gunning down 7 people on I-75, was previously arrested for terroristic threats in the 3rd degree on February 8th of this year, as well as a DUI back in 2020. So he's got a history of this. Terroristic threats is what his arrest record was for. I don't want to scroll Twitter too much. You never know what's going to pop up. So that's interesting. So he's got a record for terroristic threats. I wonder if this is him. Maybe not. This is somebody driving by when it was happening.
I-75, about the 41-mile marker. That's northbound traffic being rerouted from 75 onto 25.
All right, everyone, welcome back. It is September 7th, and for those of you that don't know, there is a mass shooting event going on in Kentucky right now, with the suspect still on the loose as of the posting of this video. All right, and before we continue, I just want to let you know there is one suspect they are looking for, and this is him right here. Public arrest records revealed that London, Kentucky suspect, 32-year-old Joseph A. Couch, who is responsible for gunning down 7 people on I-75, was previously arrested for terroristic threatening in the 3rd degree on February 8th of this year. So that is the latest info as of this one suspect. It's still possible there are others. If they confirm it, I will put up an update video after this one. Now we are going to take a look at a few things, and some of those things are where I think these shooters may have been. The event took place right here off I-75 at this truck stop, or the exit near the truck stop, which is right here, exit 49, which would get you off here and lead you right to the truck stop. Now, like I said, I have 2 areas in which I think these guys may have been. I can't say this for sure. These are just theories, but I'll show you those in 1 second. Jumping over to a flight radar type website, we can see there is a search helicopter in that area, rightfully so. But it's weird to me that this is all they have. It's a Kentucky State Police helicopter. Maybe they don't have their flight radar boxes on to where we can see it, because if you switch this to just military flights, all you can see is this one helicopter. So this is the only thing they have up in the air searching for these people.
Sorry, I was muted. I was just saying that the accident may not have been a road rage incident. It may have been that some windows or a driver, somebody got shot and caused the accident, which is how some of these people were injured. If this was a terrorist attack, or some sort of attack just on passing by motorists.
Which I find interesting. I'd figured by now they would have tons of helicopters up there searching all over the place. Now,
of course, since I spoke while I was muted, Xena gets a milk bone.
Again, as of right now, this is the information I have. Officials say an unknown individual opened fire from an elevated position along I-75 in Laurel County, Kentucky. Several vehicles were struck by gunfire with at least 5 confirmed victims. That is not good. Dispatch reported that the victims were shot through their windshields. This is why I want to show you where I think these people may have been. The suspect remains at large. They are calling him armed and dangerous. Again, they think there could be multiple suspects here. We don't know for sure. All right, now that we have the setup, I want to show you what I think happened here. Of course, this is not proven. This is just my theory based on what we see. Now, I want you to look at this area, the truck stop here. They said the victims were shot near exit 49, which is right here. They said they were shot through their windshield. So these people must have been in an elevated area, as the article stated. And I'm going to show you where those 2 areas are. One is back here at a tower.
When we saw on the map that I was showing a second ago, there's elevated areas all around the road here. So this is the exit where it happened at, and there's plenty. It looks like the road is like sunken down in a valley. So there's so many places to hide along the side of the road here, as you guys can see.
Over the truck stop itself and possibly over the highway, but a more realistic 1 or 2 would be from either on the rocks up in this area, or I'm going to show you a street view as if you were driving towards this exit right now, and we're going to look down at the ground, and you're going to look to your left here. We'll turn the screen, and I'm thinking maybe up in this area, which would be facing down traffic towards cars coming in this direction, or if they were shooting them from behind. Now, again, I just jumped in here to look at some high areas to see where I would shoot from. Not that I would ever do anything like this. You guys know what I mean. But this area here with a clearing, it was sort of twilight, so I can't really say that. There was some light out there, so they could have been in these trees here. Or if you look on this side, it would be a little tough to get on those rocks I showed you because the tree line here would be in the way unless, again, they were in the trees themselves. But anyway, if we go back and face this way, here is the exit they claim these people were getting off at or were shot near. And we'll go back to the sky view here so you have an idea of what I was thinking with the possible shooters being in this direction here, aiming down this way, or we can take a look at this tower over here, which kind of overlooks everything if you look at it. So imagine being on this block right here. There's a big tower here, and that would basically overlook the entire area as a whole. Maybe this is why they were able to get away so quick. They said these suspects are still at large, suspect or suspects. But either way, these were just some theories I was trying to get out there so people could get an idea of what this area looked like. Now, you're going to be seeing a lot of different stuff about this area, so we might get some more clear video or some more details by the time you even see this, but I hope this info helps for those of you that were asking about it. A very serious situation in Kentucky. I will keep you updated as always, and I appreciate you all. I'll talk to you all in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.
Fast Eagle brings up a good point. The meth heads can survive indefinitely in those hills. But my point is, jokes aside, that if this was a planned attack, then they could have, just like Eric Rudolph did after the Olympic bombings, after the abortion clinic in Birmingham, Alabama is the one that they were chasing him after. After those attacks, he had stashes, he had caches of, rubber tubs of supplies and food and everything in those hills in North Carolina. This is similar terrain. It's similar population density, meaning there's a lot of forest and not a lot of people once you get off of the road. So once you're off the road here, there's just a lot of wilderness here for someone to hide in, like a ton of just trees. So if this was a planned attack, there's plenty of places for somebody to hide. And if it was planned, they may have caches of supplies in the woods to where they could survive out there indefinitely. Honestly, the only reason that Eric Rudolph got caught is because the patrolman, who was a 21-year-old patrolman, by the way, didn't follow his standard routine. He had the routine of these officers in this area down so well. The only thing that got him caught is that the dude that caught him changed his routine that night, that he ended up getting caught.
Learning about another shooting in Kentucky. Still a lot that's unknown about what exactly is going on. But Laurel County Sheriff is saying that the below person, Joseph A. Couch, is a person of interest in the shooting that occurred at the exit 49 in the Kentucky 909 area. If you have any information regarding the whereabouts or the location, we are going to also play out, I believe we have this post as well. We do, from the Laurel County Sheriff's Office. So they're, of course, trying to put this person's image out there because they're searching for him. He is a person of interest in this case. We know very little about this developing situation out of Kentucky, but what little we do know is this. Numerous people have been shot in an active shooter situation on Interstate 75 near exit 49 just north of London, Kentucky. That's according to the Laurel County Sheriff's Office on Saturday evening. The Sheriff's Office said the highway was closed near the exit, which is 9 miles north of London. Police had responded to reports that a suspect was shooting at drivers from an overpass or a wooded area, according to multiple media accounts. Police are still searching for the suspect, according to Reuters. Brian Yennis sharing this post from the Laurel County Sheriff's Office that the below person is a person of interest in this shooting situation. That is Joseph A. Couch. That's a photo of him. Right now, we don't know too much about this situation. Governor Andy Beshear has told people to avoid the area. Beshear saying on X that he's aware of the shooting on I-75 and that law enforcement have shut the interstate down in both directions at exit 49. Avoid the area. We will provide more details once they are available.
Real quick, Fast Eagle brings up the DC snipers, and I did an episode about that a few months ago. I'm going to put the link in the chat if you're interested in that case. It was Atlanta too. Those guys went all across the southeast and ended up in DC where they got caught. But there's a link. There's a 2-hour episode that goes into every single detail of that case if you're interested in it. Go ahead and after we're going to end here shortly, but check that out if you're interested. That was a very interesting case, Fast Eagle. I'm glad you brought it up. But yeah, they were on the run for, I want to say it was like a couple of months. They were taking people out from when it started in Washington State or Seattle. Yeah, I think it was the Seattle area. And they made their way all across the country. So.
But again, not too many details coming into the newsroom as of yet. We're still we're still waiting to learn more. We do know that the mayor of London, Kentucky has also said on Facebook to avoid the area. We're checking social media to see if the Laurel County Sheriff's Office perhaps put out any other information. But as of last check, this is the last thing that we've seen from them, which is the picture of this suspect. That is one Joseph A. Couch. He's a person of interest in the shooting that occurred at the exit 49 in Kentucky. So we'll keep you posted on the situation. Again, fluid situation. We are learning more, and there's not a lot to know during these breaking moments. Sometimes we just work with very preliminary details for hours, it can be, depending on the jurisdiction. Different law enforcement jurisdictions work at different speeds, and especially on a weekend, information sometimes can come slower. So we'll bring you updates as soon as we have them. But for now, Laurel County Sheriff is looking for Joseph A. Couch. He is a person of interest related to this shooting in Kentucky. All we know for now is that multiple people have been shot near I-75. We don't have any specifics about casualties. We don't have any more specifics other than Joseph A. Couch is a person of interest, and that's his picture. Time to take a break. Back in 2 minutes.
All right. So yeah, I did cover the DC sniper case. If you're here, I see a lot of new names here. Please hit the subscribe button while you're here. I try to cover I do a lot of true crime stuff, but I also cover breaking news, as you can see. That's why you're here, right? Tomorrow, I stream every Sunday at 4:30 Eastern, and I will be here tomorrow at 4:30 Eastern time. And we also cover a lot of like body cam videos and stuff like that over here. So please join the community. We have a great crowd over here. The chat is always active, and we'd love to see you guys back again, sometime. But yeah, that DC sniper case was very interesting, and I'm wondering if this is a similar situation where this was a planned attack. Like I said, when I first started looking into it, I was thinking that it was some sort of road rage incident where a shooting happened after an accident. But the more and more I'm seeing now, it seems like this was a planned attack, and the accident was subsequently, was because of the shooting, not the other way around. I'm sure we'll find out more. I'll update you guys tomorrow when we start the show if any more news, if they caught the guy or anything like that. Tomorrow at 4:30 Eastern, we will see you then. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, share it out if you think it's worth sharing. And let's make this small. I'm going to click all of the buttons in the correct order all of the time from now on. What do you think? Will that actually happen? Probably not, but I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best here, and I'm filibustering until I can get to a closing screen. We will see you all tomorrow at 4:30 Eastern. We're going to talk about Dahlia Dippolito. Man, that person, she's crazy. I got a lot of videos pulled up of her and her shenanigans. So we'll see you tomorrow at 4:30. Bye, guys. Thanks for coming.
First Florida man was Hernando de Soto. First Florida man. Hernando de Soto. First Florida man was Hernando de Soto. Won't you so loco? Show off your photos, throw out your Twinkies, throw up
thrills, needed a new track of land. I used to dig The Simpsons, man, bumping Biggie, Pop, Smash Mouth, and Simple Plan. No scrubs for the grease in my pimples, damn. From the south streets of southeast Michigan, hitting shuffle till I settled on a different jam. And when a dime won't do, a better nickel can. And let me tell you, when I used to dig them Simpsons, man. A funny thing about time, you can't get it back. A tight grip, but it rips the jacket. Slight lisp with a mix of traffic. You see about me, like Mr. Glass, always wished I was a whiz at graphics. Take me back to the past where the hits were massive. You can hear Gladys Knight and the Pips on plastic. Misfit molasses. Delete my contacts just so I can stick to glasses. Feel that skipped out, so I miss the classics. Aristotle of the bottle, Seneca of the sinful action, senator of the simple maxim. I swear for a skillful Saxon, I'm still relaxing. Who wanna take a dip in the mind sauce, making up for the time lost, forgetting all my past was when I sign off. Crime bribe, crime rib, Agent Smith, crime boss, popping red pills till my mind's off, mind's off.
First Florida man. First Florida man. Endo de Soto. First Florida man. First Florida man was Hernando de Soto. Won't you so loco? Show off your photos. Throw out your Twinkies. Throw up your ho-hos. Tuck in them pinkies. Them shits a no-no. The first Florida man was Hernando de Soto. Brought to my attention by the man with the mojo. My 8 subscriber, I'm a fagoso. Jump in them sinkies and dump them mimosos. The first Florida man was Hernando de Soto. First Florida man. First Florida man was Hernando de Soto. First Florida man. First Florida man was Hernando de Soto.
Threw up that blue pill, moved to a new track. I slew the foothills of that voodoo sap. Microfiche tape decks, I'll sift through that, cause I'll do anything to get the old Simpsons back. Give me the news that make my mood react. I'll swim through the sewer just to make it to the truth intact. And you can shine up that voodoo with new shellac. I'll still do anything to get the old Simpsons back. Imagine thinking Karl Marx is new school Klingon like Huzu. They welcome the ways they can bring on the boots, dude. Declare a major, they get paid to pollute you. Self-ashamed neighbors never gaze when they scoop you. I wonder how we fight it. The 6th step is never enter in my tent uninvited. The 5th step is produce, no skills is no use. 4th step community preference is unity. 3rd step is nation, it's somewhat location, mostly relations, that's the situation. Next step family, patriarchal sanity. Safe under the canopy, ain't a place for anarchy. First step, I just got to say it, no showboat. Step back and soak up the logos.
First Florida man. Endo de Soto. First Florida man. First Florida man was Hernando de Soto. Won't you so loco? Show off your photos. Throw out them Twinkies. Throw up your ho-hos. Tuck in them pinkies. Them shits a no-no. The first Florida man was Hernando de Soto. Brought to my attention by the man with the mojo. My 8 subscriber, I'm a fagoso. Jump in them sinkies and dump them mimosos. The first Florida man was Hernando de Soto. Hernando de Soto. The first Florida man was Hernando de Soto. Brought to my attention by the man with the mojo. My 8 subscriber, I'm a fagoso. First Florida man was Hernando de Soto. First Florida